Trade's official now. I believe we're allowed to ask you. Just, are you expecting Spencer and Dorian to be able to play tomorrow night? And just what are you getting? Obviously, you know Spencer there. What are you getting in those two?
Yeah, I think we'll discuss what they look like for tomorrow. You know, we talked about our group being longer and more multi-dimensional and be able to guard multiple positions. Both of those guys can. Spencer, ability to attack on both ends of the floor with the basketball, without the basketball. Shooting at a high clip right now this season, so that's great for our group. Another three-point shooter, and then Doe's ability to defend and shoot the open three and guard multiple positions. We're just longer, stronger, and overall more athletic as a team.
Jacque, how would you sum up the Kyrie era here?
You know, Nick, I'll look at it from a personal perspective because I can't get in the mind of other people. My interactions with Kai have always been positive. I enjoyed coaching him. I want him to succeed. I'll keep it that simple. We've had some ups and downs, I guess, along the way, but I've also seen a young man score 60 points. I've also seen him bring his kids into the locker room. I've also seen him grow as an individual and be a better teammate than when I first met him. So for me, I'm always look at the good in people and want the good in people, and I want him to succeed. He's no longer with us, but I appreciate his time, but I'm looking forward to coaching Spencer and Doe for sure.
Coach, there's obviously a chance that the Kyrie trade is just one of maybe more to come before the trade deadline. What do you say to your team? What's the message to kind of keep everybody focused as opposed to maybe stressing out over what's going to happen between now and Thursday? Yeah,
I think our message was pretty simple of being present. What you can take care of is being here in the now, and that was our message before the game. Not sure what's going to happen a week from now, a couple of days from now. Not even concerned about it. Not going to speculate with the group. Hopefully we'll add 2 dudes tomorrow to be able to help the group. But beyond that, this group is, the last thing I told them, expect to win. Their expectations don't change. Tomorrow we lace them up, we expect to win.
You guys have, usually when you guys are healthy, you guys lean on Kyrie or lean on Kevin leaned on Kyrie in the past or leaned on Kevin to come back from being down, whatever it is. But the Clippers went on runs and you guys were able to respond basically up until the end. Just what is it about your team that allows you guys to respond no matter who's on the floor?
Yeah, I think it's really there's a mental space that I think you have to be in as a player. And we've tried to challenge this group so that we can get an edge and a competitiveness about us that'll get us out of some holes that we dig sometimes. So I think overall, our group has learned how to figure it out. You just find a way, man, and you don't give in. You got to want it more than you're afraid of it. And so this team, we want to win. So you can't be afraid to make a mistake. You can't be afraid to die for a 50-50 ball. You got to want it more than you're afraid of it, Christian.
This is twofold. You said with Kyrie, your dialogues had been positive. I'm curious, what did he ever say to you to explain why he no longer wanted to be here? Did he ever have a chance to talk to you about that?
I never asked him, Brian. My conversation with Kai was based around, really in all honesty, just him growing up, me seeing him with our time when we first met, how I tried to be consistent for him, be an example for him, whether it was talking about my kids to him, bringing my kids to family day so he could see that, the importance of being a father, being consistent as you possibly can with your teammates, forming relationships that are meaningful and true, that will go beyond. I'm hoping to see him years from now, and he remembers how I treated him on a daily basis. That's what this thing is about for me. I try to be a consistent motivator for him and let him see how important it is to form lasting relationships.
And we saw Kevin, he was not particularly talkative. I'm curious, did you have any further update, A, on where he is medically, or B, what his mindset is in all of this?
I did not. My conversation with him after the game was he just said, great fight by our guys. That was really it. He commented, we talked about the game real quick. I did not get an update on his doctor visit yet.
Jacque, the strength of this team recently, the last couple of years has been, obviously, you had a great 1-2 punch in Katie and Kyrie. You're getting some talent back, but nobody who can score at the level of Kyrie or has that kind of explosiveness or all NBA type potential. What does that do in general to the way this team proceeds, and how do you feel about where its ceiling is without having that 1-2 punch?
Yeah, I'm intrigued to what we can do. How the lineup's going to be mix and match a little bit of who we can put on the floor. I think that part of it I'm very excited about. Kai and Kevin have the ability to save you at the end of the game, just their shot making, their sheer ability to put the ball in the basket. We'll use a collective group to get it done. I think we can be really good defensively. We can be long. We can dictate things on that end of the floor. And then it's going to be a collective effort to get it done on the other end. Kevin still has the ability to knock down shots. We'll put the right spacing around him. But overall, we're going to do it with Kevin and collectively as a unit, but leaning on the defensive end of the floor.
Is there at least some part of this where you can look out at this team now and the rest of this season where there is more stability, more reliability, if also maybe more on Katie's shoulders again?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think he's had a chance to see our group and how we can play when he's in the lineup, when he's out of the lineup. Our ability to play fast, to push the pace, to get shots up early in the shot clock, and still be able to lean on him for, really crunch time buckets. I think there's a combination that he's been able to see. I think it's been great for him to see guys in different roles right now of what they can do to produce to help our team when he comes back. So overall, I think it's been a positive that this group has been able to grow together and we've been able to figure some things out while he's been out.
Jacque, obviously, you've coached Spencer before. It's been a minute since he left the team, not too long, but there's some roster carryover and whatnot. I mean, do you think it'd be a faster integration for him having a new guy in a trade, given your previous history with him and, the handful of guys he played with on the roster, or is too much change to where it's, pretty typical for a regular guy trading for it?
No, I think Spencer is a high IQ guy. He'll be able to figure things out pretty quickly. He and I have good rapport, so I think our dialogue will be pretty streamlined. I think he'll fit in pretty quickly and be ready to go. Last one again.
Just to update a pregame question, now that the trade is official, are you concerned at all that Kyrie's departure will negatively impact Kevin's desire to stay here long term?
My thing is, I won't complicate it. Like I said, I'm going to coach the group that's in front of me, the group that's in the locker room. That won't change. I'm not going to speculate and get in Kevin's mind at all. Not going to even try to do that. I'm going to coach this group, look forward to coaching them, and looking forward to winning.
Just to follow that, has he told you, or did he tell you tonight that he does still want to be here, or did he tell someone in the organization that he still does want to be here?
Those conversations, that wouldn't even come up in our conversation. We talked about the game, and that was really about it.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Okay.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.